kit on, I'd probably start at this portion, and this would be the kit itself. Right after this is completed, I'd be extremely happy at that point. But yet there's still a whole plane to build, so very cool. All right, now we're getting into some of the flight surfaces. We got some of the cockpit side pieces into here, the belly pieces into here, flight surfaces for rear tail, ailerons and elevators, and then looks like to be wing root connection pieces here, and then wing tips into here, and then some cockpit pieces as well. Some smaller pieces over here. Really, really nice. It appears that these top surfaces of the ailerons and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find the other ones. Oh, and over here into what looks like to be the wing root pieces, well riveted and detailed out. But the bottom sides don't seem to be as pronounced. It doesn't seem to want to show a lot of stuff on the underbelly portions, at least on the wings here. And that could be, I'm not familiar 100% with this airplane, but the larger pieces may have been fabric covered and not of an aluminum or of anything like that. Anybody knows, just pop into the comment section there. Really fine, small stretch pieces through here. I'm not sure what they're to. I don't know if this is building into the cockpit or bomb bays or anything like that, but man, these are very small. Looks to be very delicate pieces. It's going to really make nice. Looks like here's a section for the 4 auto cannons that these come with. It appears to be these pieces here. They're going to make a nice little touch, and then you got your nose cone with the 7.7 millimeter machine guns that mount into there. Cool. This is a very nice tree with a lot of moving parts to it. All right, guys. This is one of my favorite trees. Much like the car guys who open up a kit and the first thing they reach for is the really cool frame, this is the main spar for this aircraft, and it's a beautiful piece of work. Well detailed. You can tell this is going to probably land here. The main flight deck pieces are in here, engine mounting into here, and then wings are going to come off here as well. But it looks just well detailed. It looks like it's a direct copy of what the original airplane would be. Just gets excited. This is the foundation of the whole project, and it just looks cool. More onto this tree is a lot more cockpit pieces. You can see there's some seats here, some instrument clusters, which is neat. We'll get into it with the, or we've already seen with the photo etch frets. The bezeling fits on top of these some of these pieces, so it makes it look really cool. Really fine detail. You got throttle controls over here, some cranks I've seen, levers. All this stuff is very well detailed. It's going to make the cockpit, the business portion of this aircraft, look very busy and really accurate to what the original was. So very well done. All right, now here's tree A and B. Now this is going to give you left and right wing halves. Very nice pieces. Camera probably will not pick this up, but you can see some lines in here. I don't feel any dips or anything like that into it, but it does stand out. I don't know if that would bleed through in a paint job. Probably the key here is going to be primer, as per normal, as per usual. But it did show the larger pieces do have, which looks like might be just markings into the mold, or just flow of the plastic, maybe curing further other pieces. I'm not really sure, but one thing I did know that was really neat, as per the instructions, you'll see there's some drilling and some holes you need to make, and it looks like they are very well indicated here by little arrows, which is a really nice touch. It kind of takes the guesswork out of it for you, but once again, well detailed, really nice parts. Alright, now here is tree, let's get the letter off this for reference. This is tree N. 2 trees, both identical numbers, both identical parts. As you see here, we've got our nose cones, and we have some more cowling pieces, rear wing section. What I found neat here is it gives you a variation for either the paddle or the needle prop blades, which is kind of cool. It also gives you the, I believe it's to be the 500-pound bombs. These were also noted in the early variants to carry the 250-pound bombs. I believe they would be different sizes. Once again, the detailing in all this is really beautiful. The riveting is just, it stands out, and I think that's what's going to make this kit really pop is those little attentions to details. I'm just trying to think of anything here that's almost as cool. The nose cones are really neat. Interesting thing is it's cut for the blades for either the needle or the paddle. So you're going to have a fair amount of leftover parts on this tree when you're finished, but once again, that's not a bad thing. You bugger up one part, this is showing you might have a spare or two left to improve on it. All right, moving on. Okay, guys, now we have the engine cowling. You notice we have two sets. We have the injected molded gray styrene, and we also have the clear styrene pieces. This is really cool because, as you'll see as we go further here, the Rolls-Royce Merlin engines are really well detailed. It's a real shame that you get them hidden in behind all this cowling work. So, it gives you the option to display them through clears. Kind of clear. It's got a bit of a, I don't know if you see that or not, it's got some frosting into it, and I think that's kind of make it look a little cooler. Really well detailed. The panel lines are very crisp and clear in each variance here into the traditional plastic and into the transparents. All the riveting work is raised. Just absolute beautiful pieces. It'd be interesting to see how this one builds out. Myself personally, I would probably go the port and starboard engine bays, one with the plastic and one with the clear. I think it would turn out really nice. But anyway, guys, very beautiful parts for the engine cowlings.